Thank you for coming. The Wild Hunt will be here soon. They're coming for Ciri. Want to take her. We'll stop them.
How do you even know the Hunt will show?
They always know where I teleport to. And they move from place to place in an instant.
So what's our plan?
There aren't many of us, but I'd trust any of you with my life. Work together and we'll defeat the Hunt. When they attack, Yen will dome the fortress with a magic shield. Hunt will be forced to land outside the walls.
If they're dispersed out in the woods, we could hunt down small groups of riders.
Got our first volunteer for the hunting party. I'm the second.
The Hunt will try to penetrate into the fortress through navigator portals. I can do nothing against this kind of magic, so you'll need to find and close as many as you can while hunting in the woods.
Lambert will make us dimeridium bombs. Remember the formula?
Of course.
Excellent. Erden should work on the portals as well. I shall also give you each an amulet. Snap them in half and you'll become invisible, at least while you remain still or move slowly. Move abruptly, engage any foes, clash with them, and they will see you. Apart from that, they will be able to hear you and smell you. If you come across a large unit, do not attack. Signal Triss and she will provide support.
I'll look for your signal. Soon as I see it, I'll rain fire on the forest.
Ciri's most important in all of this. The Hunt's after her, and we have to defend her at all costs.
What do I do?
Stay inside the keep. If they break through, come inside. We'll all converge to help you.
Out of the question. I can look after myself.
No one doubts that, child. But remember the most important moment when hunting a monster.
Wait for an opportunity.
After the council, I'll give you an amulet. If you use it, a ball of fire will land where you're standing, just in case.
Remember, there's only a few of us. We have to help each other, work together. If anything goes wrong and the Hunt puts us on the defensive, we pull back, make a stand at the gates of the fortress. The inner courtyard is our last line of defense. If we don't stop them there, we're doomed. What else do we have that we can use?
Since you plan to ambush the Hunt in the woods, I could dig some trapping pits, blue stripe style.
Meaning?
Deep as the dark abyss, bottoms bristling with sharpened stakes.
I brought this Mahakaman mix. Flammable as bone-dry saltpeter and ploughing sticks to anything. We fill some barrels, stack them in a narrow passage, and fire them up at an opportune moment.
You know, we stand on a vast deposit of gas. If need be, I could open cracks in the earth, create explosions. I would need to prepare, though.
There's the laboratory and the workshop.
One thing to remember, we've got limited resources and even less time. We ought to decide what kind of weaponry will be most useful against the Hunt.
Absolutely. We need to assign one type of weaponry each to the lab and workshop.
Who needs access to the lab?
I started brewing some potions. Like to finish, if you don't mind.
I could prepare more of those Witcher's traps, but I'd need all the lab equipment.
There aren't many of us, so we'll need to prepare as many traps as possible.
Let's talk about the workshop. Been wanting to fix that breach in the wall, but we'll need the same tools to clear the rubble from the armory.
Rubble?
Haven't you heard? Roof caved in a couple of years back. There's some excellent swords in there. Swords we could use.
Filling in the breach seems just as important. They come through there, the siege will be over awfully quick.
Fixing the breach in the wall's a priority.
We won't have time to do much else. Everything settled?
Yes, settled. We don't have much time, so let's get to work.
Let's sum up. Yennefer will create a magic barrier to repel the main assault. That should push the opposing force into the woods, where Lambert and Geralt will be waiting. They'll use Dimeridium to close the Navigator's portals, stop as many warriors as possible from entering the fortress. Triss will be waiting for their signal, then give the riders hell. All others will repel any foes who make it inside the fortress walls.
If anything goes wrong, we abandon the outer courtyard, pull back to the keep. Remember, Eridan can't get his hands on Ciri. That's most important. Let's look at the map of the fortress, figure out the details. Can't help feeling we've overlooked something important.
Don't think about it.
What's ready?
Haven't had much time to prepare, so not much, honestly.
I'm exposing you all to danger, unnecessarily.
You worry too much. Wipe that frown off your face, we'll make it.
Thanks. For everything.
I'll saddle the horses. Come once you're ready to head into the woods. Gonna have to thank Yen once this is all over. That spell, really something. And the invisibility.
Hounds could sniff you out, so don't get too close. And you'll be visible as soon as you start fighting. Remember that. Good work with these bombs, by the way.
Aim at the portals. Be precise. I'm out of Dimeridium.
Yen mentioned casting the Erden at the rifts. Said the sign could seal them.
They're here. Time to say hello.
Slow down. Element of surprise is key. Stay hidden. Give Triss a chance to show them what she can do. Then we'll hit him.
Next time you get the feeling I'm about to piss off Marigold, make sure and knock me upside the head.
Roach's pits. Couldn't have asked for anything more perfect. Relax. Roach is good at this kind of warfare. Covers won't collapse under our weight. Hunt Rider in full plate. That's another story. I hate portals.
Not that I don't trust this invisibility shit.
Not much to worry about.
They're regrouping.
See the commander? Name's Imlerith. I remember him from back when I rode with the Hunt.
Damn it. Spell's waning. We're becoming visible. What's with Marigold?
Shit.
You were meant to wait inside!
I cannot hide forever. I must face them.
Back inside now!
No! Geralt gave the signal from the woods and Triss hasn't cast the spell.
Damn it! All right, run to her. Double chase! City! Watch out!
Geralt!
Head back.
Don't stop! Marigold will shield us! Wonder if he's coming out.
Imran? Doubt it.
Large detachment approaching from the woods. We need to close the gate before they get inside. Turn off the courtyard! Shut the gate!
La Dana.
was amazing.
You'd never have managed without me, would you? Come now, admit it.
Lambert, damn it! Stay with us! We gotta pull back! Yennefer's strength is waning! We gotta pull back! Yennefer's strength is waning! Heads up! Fall back! Through the gate! Into the courtyard! Fall back! Through the gate! Into the courtyard!
Get back to your position.
Check the passage to the main courtyard!
Where's Eskel?
Damn it! He agreed he'd open that gate.
Hasn't done it yet. Means
He'll be fine. We've got Triss to worry about now.
Just in time!
everything all right?
Yes, thanks. Things were looking shaky.
We had to fall back. They tried to get in through the main gate. I'm afraid they could succeed next time.
What's with Eskel? We have to retreat. He's in trouble. I'm going to help him. Remember the stone I gave you.
key. Set your ass down like you were supposed to. Thank you.
We have to open the gate for them. We have to open the gate for them.
Escos, open the gate! We can retreat beyond it!
Fall back. You're not supposed to be out here.
Too late now.
They're coming in through the gaps!
Time iridium bombs. You'll find more in the crates by the walls.
Geralt, hold them back. I must form a circle of vitality.
We've gotta close the portals. If we don't, we die.
Where is he?
Can't escape me this time. She'll not abandon you. You humans are so impractical.
No! I forbid you! You always were an unruly child. I adored that about you. Now fly!
I was too late to help him.
It's not your fault.
I should not have fled here to Camoran.
Avalak is weak, but alive. Triss is tending to the others.
I nearly killed you. Killed everyone.
We'd all be dead if not for you.
No, Geralt. The hunt would never have come to Kaer Morhen if I wasn't here.
Vesemir's funeral. We should prepare. Yourself. No Witcher's ever died in his own bed.
You don't know how it is to see someone you love die. Because of you. For you.
We all knew what we were signing up for.
Yes. And you saved me. For how long? A week? A month?
We'll hide you. Cover your tracks.
No. I will flee no more.
Varthael. For those who remain, death should never take precedence over life.
Pay your last respects to your friend. Then we must hold council.
I'll remember your teachings always. And the sacrifice you made.
Zyrel can harness immense amounts of the power. Why has no one taught her to control this?
Actually, some did teach her.
Clearly to no effect.
Haven't had a chance to talk. Thanks for your help. And for looking after Ciri.
You will thank me later. Now we must take Zirael from here, hide her, and then gather a greater force.
Anyone, everyone we could count on came here to Kaer Morhen.
Which is why we must seek the help of enemies. Magic is our best defense against the Hunt. We need sorceresses. Archmistresses of magic.
You mean the Lodge?
Many of the Lodge's members are dead. The rest are in hiding.
Philippa Eilhart, Margarita Loantil, and Fringilla Vigo are likely still alive.
And Francesca? And Ida? Think they'd agree?
I think they'll take convincing. Would you rather speak to Kira alone?
That would probably be best.
Don't trust the Lodge one bit. But doesn't seem like we have a choice.
Because we don't.
Oh.
I've made an agreement with the Emperor. In exchange for its help, the Lodge will be granted amnesty and find asylum in Nilfgaard. That will be our bargaining chip. Triss, I wish to leave today to find the sorceresses. Will you help me?
Of course. Even got an idea where
May
you
gani
can
kay
start.
May gani gyud kay wala ko napatay si Kira. Kaya kung napatay na ko si Kira, mamatay mas Lambert diri.
I won't be taken somewhere like a bundle. I will not sit and twiddle my thumbs. I am sick of waiting, sick of hiding.
Namatay si Lambert sa imo.
Oo, namatay. Tiguang.
Si Simir man to. Si Lambert ba katong kuan? Katong murag si Judlo.
Ambot lang, nakalimot na ko. Basta, ang ako namatay si Kira.
Prove today you can take care of yourself.
Easier to pat someone on the back and hope things will work out than it is to face the truth. Zirael possesses a great power she cannot control. She is a danger to herself, to others. Until she learns to control it, she should remain isolated.
First of all, bollocks. Second, if you're going to speak of courage, at least address me directly, and not through Geralt. I'm gone.
Ciri needs time.
True, but she also needs training. She must learn to control her abilities.
This training really necessary?
You saw what happened. She could be a greater threat than the Hunt.
Fine. We'll stay here a while longer, then join you and Triss in Novigrad. Meet at Dandelion's Inn.
Come on, Yen. The sooner we leave, the better.
See ya.
Don't you see?
Discouraged after a mere 8 attempts? Zirael.
How many times must I try?
As many as it takes.
But I'm not getting anywhere.
We shall return to this later.
Didn't make it far first time out on the gauntlet either.
Geralt, please, not now. By comparison, the gauntlet was a walk in the park. But that's not the point.
What is?
Avallac'h says nothing will come of this until I stop thinking about the battle. But at the moment, I find it impossible to fill my head with kittens and vanilla pudding. Tell me, how do you do it?
What?
Always manage to pull yourself together. Focus. No matter what's happening.
Don't know about vanilla pudding. Could work. But nothing picks me up like Lambert's famous homebrew.
Suppose it can't kill me. Might as well try. That strong.
Maybe you ought to try a different method.
We've tried at least 20.
Wouldn't let it worry you. Not like you need to excel at everything. You're great with a sword, an excellent archer. Leave the magic to mages.
Yeah. Pull me another.
Sa'yo. Sa'yo po sa kukuhan.
Geralt, wake.
What?
Get up.
Ciri, it's the crack.
Tavel, and guess.
Dunno.
Imlerith. We'll have no better chance to get him.
Where'd you get this idea? What's gotten into you?
I must avenge Vesemir. The Sabbath. It's the perfect opportunity. Imlerith will be drunk. Yes, come.
What?
Yennefer. How can...
Prompt.
So...
He...
Busy. Ready?
Let's go.
After the Battle of Kaer Morhen, the defenders licked their wounds and mourned their losses, save Ciri, who began to plan her revenge. She woke Geralt one night and urged him to travel with her to Velen, to the top of Bald Mountain, where she knew she'd find Imlerith. She had decided he had to die.
Your Imperial Majesty...
Cyrilla Fiona Ellen Rhiannon, Queen of Sintra, Princess of Bruges, and Duchess of Sodden. Heiress to Ines Ard Skellig and Ines Anne Skellig, and suzerain of Atra and Abiara. Get used to it. Before long, every soul from Nilfgaard to the Dragon Mountains will kneel before you. I did not expect you to keep your word, Richard.
Ciri wanted to hear what you have to say.
And she will. Your reward.
Didn't come to collect on a deal. You asked me to bring your daughter here. I did just that. Ciri will hear you out. Then we leave.
Are you sure? Never again would you need to stalk monsters while wading through sewage.
I'm sure.
I understand. Honor prevents you from accepting coin. In that case, a stallion, a thoroughbred Nilfgaardian, awaits you in the stables. Treat it as an expression of my gratitude.
Lagi. Ang gamit ka na ng mga quirks nila.
Now forgive me. I wish to speak
Katong si
to
kana
my
si All Might ang quirk sa wala man ay quirk si All Might, no, di ba? Ang quirk sa karaan niya nga master kay mudako og lawas, nipis biya og lawas yang master, yung mudako og lawas napasa niya kang All Might. Niya ang kusog ang of course ang strength ug ang speed dala na sa all for one, one for all. Ang padako sa lawas man ang quirk atong ihang master nga kung babae. Nadala niya ko All Might.
White Wolf, good to see you.
Greetings, General.
You had no trouble crossing the Ponta, I trust.
Diya mo ko taman dapit.
I take it you crossed via the ford near Bangli. It's fortunate you did not choose to ride through Ride, a troubled region still.
Iyang gamito ng quirk.
Radovid seeks to breach the front in the west. But he'll not succeed. Not before the princess becomes empress and we bring order to the area.
Ang kanang buko no hero ba kay narration na ba na.
Ciri hasn't agreed to that yet.
Yes, of course, she's tactful, not one to celebrate an offer not yet made. But this is not the kind of offer one refuses.
Isn't it?
Do you know any who would not like to be Emperor of Nilfgaard? Can you imagine? I thought only the wine-addled minds of bards and poets could give birth to such stories. The prodigal daughter of the most powerful ruler in the continent's history returns on the eve of his final triumph to embrace her inheritance. Simpletons adore such stories as they do the princesses, ever beautiful and delicate who are the...
Geralt, we're leaving.
So nice to see you, my lady.
Likewise. Time we were on our way.
A shame you can't stay. I hope to continue this on another occasion.
That makes one of us.
Well?
If he thinks he can buy me, he is sorely mistaken.
He offer anything specific?
Yes, very specific. Thoroughly absurd. Sorry, I don't want to talk about it. Not now, at least.
Won't pressure you. When you're ready, let's go.
After the Battle of Kaer Morhen, the defenders licked their wounds and mourned their losses, save Ciri, who began to plan a revenge. She woke Geralt one night and urged him to travel with her to Velen, to the top of Bald Mountain, where she knew she'd find Imlerith. She had decided he had to die.
The men at Crow's Perch, they spoke of this place. Ard Serbin, home of the Ladies of the Wood. The peasants feared coming here, and the Baron thought the Ladies of the Wood a terrifying tale for naughty children. Incidentally, I wonder how the Baron is.
Hanged himself after his wife died. Daughter's in Novigrad.
A true shame.
We stand to find Imlerith here? You sure?
Avalok told me of beings who commune with the NL elves. They can be found in every part of our world. In Velen, the Crones do this. Apparently, Imlerith came here at Eredin's behest, to order the Crones to keep their eyes open and ears pricked, in case Avalok were to seek shelter in his Velen hideout.
Took the order literally, judging by all the ears hanging in the woods. Think Imlerith might still be here?
He craves the pleasures of the flesh, wine, sex. The Crones indulge him, flatter his ego. I'm certain he'd not let this opportunity pass, and will be on Bull Mountain for the Sabbath.
Let's get this done.
We must reach the peak. We'll find Imlerith there. The peasant folk of Velen call this night the Feast of Gifts. I've no idea why. Avalok claims vanity is Imlerith's greatest weakness.
Vanity?
Any foe he faces, he strives to impress. The other one, Caranthir, is said to be secretive and pragmatic. Hardly surprising, given he was Avalok's student.
After the Battle of Kaer Morhen, the defenders licked their wounds and mourned their losses, save Ciri, who began to plan her revenge. She woke Geralt one night and urged him to travel with her to Velen, to the top of Bald Mountain, where she knew she'd find Imlerith. She had decided he had to die.
White Wolf, good to see.
Greeting.
You had
none.
It's. What? Yes. You the pro.
Geralt, so like time.
Well?
If he.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well.
After the Battle of Kaer Morhen, the defenders licked their wounds and mourned their losses, save Ciri, who began to plan her revenge. She woke Geralt one night and urged him to travel with her to Velen, to the top of Bald Mountain, where she knew she'd find Imlerith. She had decided he had to die.
The men at Crow's Perch, they spoke of this place. Ard Serbin, home of the Ladies of the Wood. The peasants feared coming here, and the Baron thought the Ladies of the Wood a terrifying tale for naughty children. Incidentally, I wonder how the Baron is.
Hanged himself after his wife died. Daughter's in Novigrad.
A true shame.
Let's get this done.
We must reach the peak. We'll find Imlerith there. The peasant folk of Velen call this night the Feast of Gifts. I've no idea why. Abelard claims vanity is Imlerith's greatest weakness.
Vanity?
Any foe he faces, he strives to impress. The other one, Caranthir, is said to be secretive and pragmatic. Hardly surprising, given he was Abelard's student.
Should I shoot? The White One once served the ladies.
But he's an outsider!
Let them approach.
But
they've come for the feast. Wouldn't do to cast them out.
Didn't come to celebrate. We need to get to the top of the mountain.
The gate is shut. You'll not pass. But we've fires down that way, with food and drink if any. Sit down beside one, and perhaps this year the ladies will descend. Give us the privilege of seeing them.
We thank you for the invitation. Be glad to sit down, right?
Speak for yourself.
Come with me.
Mentioned a gate. Said we wouldn't pass.
Only the chosen visit the ladies. Every year, young lads and lasses climb the mount, but never more than 3.
Let me guess. The young lads and lasses don't return.
No, they return happy and radiant. But rare is the one who then stays in Velen. Off they go to seek fortune in the wider world.
Ladies of the Wood visit you?
If they favor us. My father told me they descended once. Passed from fire to fire, listening to hopes and grievances. So each year, we wait for them to walk amongst us once more.
Haven't done it in a long time, then.
No point waiting to see if we'll get lucky.
Yeah, we gotta try to reach the peak. This celebration, what's it about?
What do you need to know, Wanderer?
No need for anger. The White Ones serve the ladies as we do now. We send them gifts all year long. And on this night, they repay us with their blessing.
I met one of your gifts to the crones. Sniveling. Scared to death and about 8 years old.
Stay calm. Your children. Why do the ladies need them?
We know not and never ask.
You don't know? Then let me tell you.
Tell us instead what a peasant, his own young and starving, is to do with a wandering war orphan. You're not from here. Don't judge us by others' laws.
Said the ladies bestow blessings on you.
Aye, for our lives turn thus. First a summer of labouring neath the hot sun, then autumn rains, then a winter of death. Then we await spring, when all that is dead is born anew. And from our blood and sweat the oak bears acorns, at times few, at times a handful.
What do you do with the acorns?
The Velen elders gather, hold council. Some favour grinding them to spread on the fields for a rich harvest. Others want them given to a cunning woman who'd make medicine for consumption.
A handful of enchanted acorns is enough for all Velen.
'Tis never enough.
Said the ladies bestow blessings on you.
Aye, for our lives turn thus. First a summer of labouring neath the hot sun, then autumn rains, then a winter of death. Then we await spring, when all that is dead is born anew. And from our blood and sweat the oak bears acorns, at times few, at times a handful.
What do you do with the acorns?
The Velen elders gather, hold council. Some favour grinding them to spread on the fields for a rich harvest. Others want them given to a cunning woman who'd make medicine for consumption.
A handful of enchanted acorns is enough for all Velen.
'Tis never enough.
Heard enough about this. You've got other questions.
Juice! Myth with the jets! Lays out and slide. So who's this guy you're dating? His name is Peter, and he and Archie might be together for the room.
should be going.
Eager to see the ladies. I share your yearning.
We're afire with yearning. Come, Geralt. We must get there before daybreak.
Go to the tent and stand before Thekla. She's the one who decides who's worthy to face the ladies.
How need I come down to us this year?
We can never know. We each one use
That's it.
how we ensure things that it's one true use. From thence, the many errors. From thence, the casting off of the veil in the dark.
Well,
Seen him about already.
Prepare for
How
it.
need I come down
For
to
it
us
too
this year?
prepares for you. Drive it not off with bold words.
Something's nigh.
We'll all to it instead.
Something's afoot. Something's nigh. Come on,
Came down the mountain.
the ladies. Merciful ladies.
My grandson.
Look, a child.
No, a godling. I know him. Name's Johnny.
Well, old B, you're back. And I see you found your lass. I'm Johnny. We've had the pleasure already. A bit one-sided though it was. See, I saw you running. Your back to me as I was
No.
having the pleasure of... Oh, 'tis a long story.
They call me Ciri. Nice to meet you.
How are things, Johnny?
Health's good, so no complaints. What brings you here?
What are you doing here? Last we met, you and the crones weren't exactly
malapit
friends.
ka. Malapit ka na.
I got an invitation I couldn't refuse, same as every year. In their
Malapit na.
peculiar way,
Pero
the
natapos mo
crones
yung mga
tore out my
expansion.
presents and wished to see me at their Sabbath. So I come, wander about, and go home with the rising sun. What about you?
We gotta climb the mountain. Can you help?
Tinapos ko yung dalawa before ko tinapos yung
I'd
story.
rather try to dissuade you. I was certain that would be in vain. The lass, she is stubborn as you.
Even more so.
O nga 54 na nga ako Tag 2 hits lang yun. Tag 2 hits lang yung mga Wild Hunt.
But only old Thekla
Tapos
got the key.
yung Silver Sword ko pa yung Erondite.
You best turn back now.
Tag 2 hits
Gotta
lang.
get to the summit. Simple as that.
It's Thekla you'll need to convince.
Maganda talaga.
She's blind as your bum.
Buisit na patay ko lang yung dalawang babae.
We shan't try to trick her. She sits in that tent over yonder. I wish you luck. And do hope we meet
Badending ako.
again someday. Moons are rising, hours.
Yung hindi pa New Game Plus to. Kasi bumalik ako Bumalik ako sa Meron akong save file noon, pero pangit yung pagkalaro ko noon Hindi ko talaga na.
It's clearing up.
Who's that? Well, come on, come closer, girl.
Sabi kasi nito si Jedwood, wag daw akong bumili ng breakpoint daw muna. Kasi lagi pa daw.
What's she like?
Narrow hips, sparkly eyes, a striking feisty lass.
Never had a man. Never mind. Got me answer. I choose you, girl. This night you shall see the ladies.
If she goes up the mountain, I go with her.
What else has the cat dragged in?
It's grey and veiny, got a scar, and eyes like a viper.
Aye. Stinks of clotted blood and corpses. Plus it's old and infertile. I reject ye, freak. The girl will ascend alone.
What's this about? What have you chosen her for?
Tell him. Each year, 3 chosen of the honor to meet the ladies.
What happens after they've had this honor?
When they return, they speak of the past no more. Joy rules them and they start life anew. The lads were not the first to be chosen this day, but the moon hangs high, so she's like to be the last.
You misjudged me. I'm worthy as anyone.
Girl?
He's sprier than any youth. Only smells like corpses because he kills monsters. And he'll kill any who stand in his way.
Perhaps I was mistaken. Perhaps there's life in him yet. By ancient right, you may appeal my choice. But to do so, you must best the challenge.
What kind of challenge?
Tell him.
You must descend into the cave and bathe in the waters below the earth.
What's the catch?
The water's deep. The water's murky.
I accept the challenge.
Come.
One of my best wins in my career. Yeah, it's emotional. I haven't had a moment like that
Look
for,
this over.
4 or 5 years since
A
I last
coin
played
from
here against
days
Seven,
of
so
yore.
that's
Falker
definitely one of
burns
my,
on its reverse.
One of my best
So
wins in
they
my
call
career, I
it
think.
the Defiers.
It was insane. You guys are unreal.
So you will go into the 4th round against a player that
Bring
you
me
played
the
before.
coin.
You played him 7 times and you've beaten him 3 times. That's an amazing record against Rafael Nadal. 3 out of 7.
Something's not.
Hapit na pildi si pildi rin adto. Hapit kayo.
Bilis bidira rato kung tie-break rato nga normal pero tie-break.
Hapit siya na pildi. Pildi biya isang John Millman sa US Open.
Race to 10 ra bata, race to 10 mo gud. Race to 7 ra to, 8 GG si Federer.
Kuyawan siya eh.
Kato po ila Kyrgios po do ila away ila Kyrgios.
Kani si Nicky Rios, talented kani nga choy, wa lang gi motivation. Awa ra gyud dinulaan niya. Kaulit kay nga choy ba. Mugamit og underhanded serve, murag badminton. Pupa mo siguro. Di paras nila Nadal nga Federer Djokovic nga mo halos mo patay ng tao mo duwag tennis. Siya way motivation. Chuy-chuy ra. Talented mo, multi-talented na ta. Sayangan ko ni Kyrgios. Kita ada ka sa live, Jen? Highlights.
Oh, kita ko gamay. Oh. Kita ko sa Kyrgios.
Kachanov. Hindi na. Ang kang Djokovic may simple kuan dali ra nga match up.
6-3, 6-4, 6-4.
Damn it.
Kuya once Federer adto. Hapit siya na pildi adto. Ayos ni Kyrgios. Walang yung division ng bata. 24 para bilhin ng buo.
Kalaban ni ba? Russian.
Oo, Kachanov gani. Karen Kachanov. Maya po na si Karen Kachanov. Next gen.
Next gen na? Bata pa din na?
20 pa siguro na. 19. Bata pa na.
Tiguang na. Bibili ka na kay?
Ano bibilin mo? Air Force One? Wow. Wow.
Jordan 1.
Dunk.
I was beginning to worry. Come, let's set things afoot.
They're back. What do you want?
Got that coin you tossed in the lake.
It reeks of sludge.
Nothing I can do about that. So, gonna keep your word?
I always do, my boy. Show the coin to the gatekeeper past the threshold. He'll know its meaning. Marika will open the gate for you. Now go.
Nice.
Weren't the one to do the diving in that cave.
Stop.
Oy, King. May nalaman ka bang mga magandang laro sa Xbox?
The time I hunted a Zubul.
The chosen will now ascend the mount to the peak.
Kasi alam mo naman, mabait kasi akong tao eh, kaya may gustong bumili sa akin ng Xbox. Now I care sa home na mo nga kuan po jed gamer pod ba. Gusto siyang magpaturo ng Witcher. Pero yung console na ginagamit niya Xbox. Tapos gusto rin niya maglaro daw kami ng Dying Light. Multiplayer ba yung Dying Light? Hindi naman ata multiplayer yun. Okay. Oo. Sabi ko siya, paano tayo maglalaro ng Dying Light? PS4 ako. Siya nga, ay, PS4 ka ba? Oo. Siya nga, bakit? Xbox ka? Oo, Xbox ako eh. Sabi niya ganun. Kaya don't worry, I'll buy you Xbox. When's your birthday again? Oh. Are you sure? Sabi ko na ganun. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm gonna buy you an Xbox so that we can play together. Buisit. Easy money. Di mo na ako bibili ng PS5. Hintayin ko muna ang Pro version yan.
The Defier's Oran. A death sentence.
Kahit slim version lang.
Oo, kahit... September this year. Yung Godfall, no? Ang ganda ng Godfall. My goodness.
We've no time to lose. I'll tend to Imlerith, you take the crones. Avalok said
Looter slasher. Looter slashing game.
No chance. I'm going after Imlerith.
Fine, let's play for it. Rock, paper, scissors.
Trailer. Oo. At least.
Damn it! 2 out of 3.
Pero first person yung gani Cyberpunk eh.
Out of the question. I'll climb the mountain, you face the crones.
Hardly a challenge.
They're extremely dangerous. Be careful.
You too.
Parang hindi. Parang hindi. All platforms ata rin yan. Nagpalit na kagkakarot din. Nice pala yung kakarot, ano? RPG style pala, Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball na RPG style. Kung ibang klase ito, ha? Tingnan ko yung...
Bili pa ako ng Zoids.
Wow. Grabe.
Sakto lang.
Berserk Fury, Jed. Ang bilhin mo, Berserk Fury.
May nakita ko, like nakita ko dito.
Yung favorito ko na Zoids eh, Berserk Fury.
Kahit isang Zoid lang. Pero gusto ko kumpletuhin yung Tiger Zero, that's
Panzer Assault o gatong speed.
Jaeger.
Oh, Jaeger.
How was he? He lived a life of love and knew no bitterness.
Exclusive
Yeah.
Godfall? Oh, Godfall, exclusive. Yung tawag nito, Cyberpunk hindi. Kasi CD Projekt Red eh. Looter slashing daw. Looter slashing. Ganda ng graphics eh, 60 frames eh. 60 FPS. April. Lapit na rin.
Welcome, child of the elder blood. We knew you would return. Your taste lingers on our tongues.
You've talked enough.
Naughty girl!
Ayan, to be announced pa yun.
You will die here now!
Ganda nga eh. Mas nauna pa yan kaysa sa Sekiro. So Sekiro nauna pa nag-release. E3 2018 yan eh.
You die tonight. Naughty girl!
Patay na si All Might. Luka?
Sidekick na yun.
Ay, oo, tama. Tama eh. Sidekick ni All Might. Ang bright.
Damn it!
Lagpas na lagpas na. Sinunog na namin si Visimir kanina.
Imlerith's at the summit. Gotta be.
Pero good boy ako eh. Hindi ko ginalaw si Triss at saka si Juan. Si Shani talaga hindi mo makakuha eh. Oo, hindi mo maiwasan. Pero fling kuan lang yun eh. No strings attached lang yun eh.
Place of power. Should draw from it.
Si Kira pwede. Pwede mong iwasan. Iwasan ko pa rin. Oo, yan ako eh. Paano tayo dyan? wala ka palang natuluyan sa kanila. Si Ceres? Nakakatawa talaga to sa Geralt. Fuckboy talaga. Fuckboy of Rivia. Oo nga. Pangit pa ni Triss dun. Maganda siya dun. Maganda siya. Lalo na yung pagkita nila ni Geralt, yung may maskara siya. Shit! Shit! Oh, ganda niya dun. Damn! Damn!
Sakay ng unicorn.
Napaka-disappointing. Layo. Hindi redhead. Oh goodness. Tapos sa books at saka sa games, si Fringilla Vigo, di ba dapat magkamukha sila ni Yennefer? Paano magkamukha sila ni Yennefer? I-block yun si Fringilla Vigo dito.
They did not see the girl. But she is with you, is she not?
Yeah, we're both here.
Where is the girl?
Doesn't matter. You'll never get her.
You fall to the bitter end.
I trust this time will be no different.
Ghost of Tsushima? Exclusive. Parang si Sekiro. Bakit yung producers ng Horizon Zero doon? I-import sa PC.
Who taught you to fight like this?
The Witcher you slew.
Maganda dapat mga exclusive lang sila sa Sony. Gagawan pa naman yung sequel. In the works na daw.
We did it.
Barely. How'd it go down there?
I slew only 2 of the crones. The third fled with Vesemir's medallion, my sole memento.
Coming here? Good idea.
I knew we'd succeed from the start. Now to find Eredin and kill him. Anorin, for your thoughts?
Wondering what to tell Yennefer when we get to Novigrad.
Tell her the truth. Always. I wonder if Triss and Yennefer have found the sorceresses of the Lodge. We ought to rejoin them.
Give me a minute. I'm old. Need more rest.
You are, and you do. Let's stay a bit longer.
Are you coming back into my arms to love me again? I love you, I miss you, I need you now more than ever, more than words can say. I love you and I miss you, I need you more today.
Bear.
I slew only 2 of the crones. The third...
You avenged Vesemir.
Avalark claims vengeance is only ever satisfying when served cold. He's wrong. Now to find Eredin and kill him. Anorin, for your thoughts?
Wondering what to tell Yennefer when we get to Novigrad.
Tell her the truth. Always. I wonder if... we...
Yeah, let's get going.
Thank you for coming with me.
Come here.
Let's go.
The oak is dead.
The oak, the crones. I fear that was your last feast.
What of our acorns?
Don't know, don't care.
You must learn to live without them.
This is no longer no man's land. It's no longer the lady's land. It's all yours.
But what are we to do?
Come, Geralt. It's time.
Manage. On your own.
Then non-humans. Thought it was mages the hunters and the temple guard were after.
Mages left. Hunters needed a new quarry. Hatred and prejudice will never be eradicated. And witch hunts will never be about witches. To have a scapegoat, that's the key. Humans always fear the alien, the odd. Once the mages had left Novigrad, folk turned their anger against the other races. And as they have for ages, branded their neighbors their greatest foes.
Dandelion! Ready some tankards! With guests!
Geralt! Ciri! When I learned Geralt had found you...
Glad to see you in one piece too, Dandelion.
Where have you two been?
Just finished hunting down the crones of Velen and a general of the Wild Hunt.
Well, you've had a busy morning then, haven't you?
In fact, you look terrible. Like you could really use some rest.
Gladly take some. Point me to a room.
Of course. Come on, little swallow. I'll take you.
Let's meet later, Geralt. I've a little matter to resolve. I'll freshen up, then await you in the square in Gildorf.
Right.
Maklaro yung tingog. Naipit na yung kwan.
Tuloy sa amin na Emily ba?
Ah, sige.
Nagdula ko ang pagkuwit siya. Muingon ako kung hapit ang man. Para makagustuwaran na ta.
Anyone here besides us? Lodge of Sorceresses. Triss and Yen were supposed to gather the remnants.
They're working on it. Triss is upstairs, waiting for you. Yennefer's gone to Crippled Cates.
Yen? At that portside dive? Why?
Didn't inform me. Imagine that. Ah, And that elf of yours moved into the Ruby Suite. Told me to tell you he's waiting too.
Gave him your best room?
He didn't exactly ask. I prepared another room for him, but he blew past me and locked himself in the Ruby. Hasn't peeked out since. Barely eats, drinks only water, and the only thing I've heard from him is, I wish to know when Windblade and Zeriel arrive.
Thanks. Looks like I'll have my hands full.
Did you see those blue witches who fled Venom? On your way?
How much for the note?
It's far safer.
You're mistaken. Easy.
Damaged.
Need a hanky? Gotta admit, never expected this of you.
You humans have unusual tastes. How did you fare on Bald Mountain?
Need to ask? You're a sage.
I ask as a courtesy. A concept you clearly forgot when you left without uttering a word.
Ciri was in a hurry.
I know, so she wrote in her letter. But that is not my concern. You eliminated Imlerith adeptly. So adeptly you might say you inspired me.
Meaning?
The loss of one of his great generals has weakened Eredin significantly. 2 others remain.
How do we get rid of them?
Caranthir is a loyalist, but Gels, that is another story. He was a devoted follower of our former king. And as it happens, Eredin poisoned our beloved ruler.
Regicide. Serious stuff. Take it not many know about this.
Of the living, only I. And Eredin, of course.
Question is, can you get Gels to believe you?
Nothing you need worry about.
Haven't mentioned killing Gels.
Such drastic means are not always necessary.
So you probably plan to offer him a deal.
Brilliant deduction. Bravo.
Want a deal? Talk to him? Trust him? I'd rather just kill him.
That is precisely one of the reasons why Gels abhors your world. Your senseless brutality. At times, one must use reason rather than blades.
Fine. So what do you propose?
Why, to bring Gels here. Show him the truth of what happened.
Fabulous plan, if we only knew where to find him.
We do. In the land of the NL.
Think you're forgetting something. You and Ciri might know how to travel between worlds, but me, not so much.
You clearly know there are many other worlds apart from the one where we now stand. They're linked by passages, hidden gateways that afford travel from one world to another. Of course, few know of these gateways, even fewer can locate them.
Elven sages, for example?
For example. One such passage will open soon near where we are, fortuitously enough. Between this noble edifice and the butcher's yard. That's our chance. Shall we go?
Meet you there. Gotta see to something along the way.
Hurry. I'd rather not loiter in the street any longer than necessary.
I'll give you a discount for heroic deeds, but
Greetings, Triss.
Have you lost your mind? You went after Imlerith by yourselves? To the Sabbath? How could you put Ciri in danger?
Come on, we came out of it fine. Can't say the same for Imlerith.
That's the sole comfort I find in this, but it's no justification. You know what might have happened?
But it didn't. I was there, had the situation under control. Mind if we change the subject? Any success with the Lodge? Anyone out there willing to help?
It doesn't look good. Ida outright refused, while Francesca won't budge from her little realm with a war raging. We don't know about Fringilla. Haven't been able to contact her.
And the others? Kira? Margarita? Philippa?
Kira? I thought you, of all people, would know.
Few can refuse a sorceress. And Kira Metz certainly had her ways. But when she demanded the Mage Alexander's notes, I had to turn her down. Kira needed that, as she needed the impetus to start anew. She found it where she least expected to. Years later, known for discovering the cure for the Catriona plague, she was thankful none remembered her time in hiding as a village witch. I've seen worse matches. Hope things work out for them.
I hope they work out for us, and we actually find Philippa and Rita.
Know where they are?
Yennefer's looking into Rita's whereabouts. I have to figure out where Philippa is.
Know what Yen's found out?
You'll need to ask her. I've been busy trying to find Philippa.
So, learn anything?
A few things that could be interesting. Prefer the long version or the short?
Tell me everything. I want the details.
After fleeing Loch Muin, Philippa ended up here in Novigrad. She sought help from her former lover, the sorcerer Arthur de Vlister.
Philippa and a former lover? Something tells me happily ever after is not how that story ends.
Philippa had made a fool of him once. Arthur was out for revenge. He convinced her she'd be safest as an owl. She transformed, and he placed a dimeridian band on her leg. The mage hunt started shortly afterwards. Sadly, Arthur fell victim. They auctioned off his estate. Just so happened a certain dwarven acquaintance of ours stumbled on the auction.
Zoltan. Huh. So Philippa was here under our noses the whole time?
Was, precisely. Zoltan lost her in a card game a few days ago.
Kidding, right?
Sadly, no. A man showed up here, fleeced Zoltan bare, then proposed they play for the owl. Naturally, he won, then politely thanked Zoltan for the game and left.
Who was it? Know where he lives?
He's not from here. No one knows him.
Great.
About,
got any leads?
About what, mga isda?
That Philippa the Owl's feather? Thinking divination?
Specifically hydromancy, and a form of sortilege. We need a fountain where we won't be disturbed.
Need to take care of something first. Meet you somewhere later?
Fine. The fountain outside the Passiflora. And hurry, please.
How much for the milk?
Ano mo pumasok nito? Ano pa yan? Oo eh, kahit yung online profile, ang sagal eh.
You're a vulgar one. I can see it in your face.
No discounts, no credit.
Close up tayo, close up. Oh eh. Wala, sorry. Ano na to? Terminator o Joker?
Buy you a drink?
I'm afraid the dishwater's as good as it gets in this establishment. Imlerith, was that your idea or Ciri's?
Ciri's.
As I thought. I'm glad you went with her.
I thought you'd be angry.
Angry? Why? Because you supported Ciri in her decision? Or because you fought by her side and won?
What if we'd lost?
We wouldn't be having this conversation. And the female part of the continent's population would be drowning in tears. You won. No point bothering with what-ifs.
Talk to Triss. Reconvening the lodge. It's not going so well.
Dangerous times. Especially for sorceresses. Each thinks 5 times before sticking her neck out. And I can't blame them.
Charming place. Why are you here?
You'll find out soon. In the meantime, tell me about Philippa.
Nothing to tell yet. Came to get you first. So, gonna tell me why you're here?
I was able to establish Margarita's whereabouts. The prison in Oxenford. I also learned the identity of a man who escaped from there. He should arrive shortly.
What do you know about this fugitive?
I know he's the only one ever to escape from Derard. Every guardsman in the city now seeks him.
Sure he can be trusted?
Gold tsaka puti oh.
He just walked in.
Hindi obvious. Yung ram na puti, na may gold. Oh. Hindi mayabang masyado.
Abe Faria?
Eh, na-gold ko na eh.
Who's asking?
We'd like to talk.
Damn.
Oh. Ayos ba?
Best run and get him.
Nawala din na.
Hindi pa ako nag-unlock eh. Ayun pala si Tid.
These humans go wilder by the day.
Wow, wildlands ba?
Damn it. Scaled the ladder. Guess I'm in for a roof walk. You'd agreed to meet.
I said I'd found him, not that I'd spoken to him.
What do you want from me? Let me be.
Calm down. We just want to chat.
And then stick a shift between my ribs. Leave me in the gutter.
Look at us. Do we look like bandits?
Jagel. Saan yung mga usual?
No, not really.
I'm glad you agree. Besides, you'd be worthless to us dead.
So you...
No. You're gonna tell us your story, then be on your way.
So be it. But We really ought to go back to Kate's. It's unwise to linger in the street.
Drink up. It'll help.
Thanks. What do you want?
To get into Darad.
Find a hunter. Tell them you practice magic. They'll lock you up lickety-split.
We need to get in without anyone noticing. Tell us how you escaped, then get on with your life. They say no one gets out of Dayrod alive.
Aye, so they say. My thought? Why not try it dead?
But they burn the corpses.
They didn't start burning them until they learned an old fellow like myself had escaped. Before, they dropped the stiffs into a great pit. The pit's connected to the sewers, and the sewers empty into the river. And once you reach the river, you're as free as a fish.
They say Dayron's better guarded than the keep at Vicovaro.
Choose the guards from among witch hunters. The worst dregs, rabid fanatics. If you only knew what they do to folk. Torture every day. The wheel, the rack. We only knew peace on holidays when they'd drink themselves blind.
They're allowed to drink on duty?
Not officially, but you know how it is.
So theoretically, we could get in the way you got out.
Assuming we don't mind the company of decomposing corpses.
And assuming you can squeeze through the grate. They barred the outlet to the river after I escaped.
Explosives could take care of that.
For half the city to hear us? I've a better plan. Oxenfurt was built on elven ruins.
Which have to connect to the sewers somewhere. If we can find a way into the ruins.
We'll get into the prison.
Uy, putang ina.
So you played dead. No one caught on?
As a youth, I'd apprenticed with an apothecary in Silverton. Learned a thing or two about herbs. Sleeping mushrooms grew on the walls of my cell. And I found belladonna in the prison yard. Just had to mash them together and eat the pulp an hour before evening rounds.
You might have lost your life.
I prefer to die on my own terms, were that to be my fate.
See? Wasn't so hard.
One last bit of advice. Find a new tavern. Everyone here knows you.
Thank you. Whatever your plans, I hope they work out.
So do we. So long. What he said about the guards could prove handy.
True. Things will go more smoothly if we can get even a few of them drunk.
Zoltan ought to manage it. I'll ask him.
Let's meet on the Oxenfurt Bridge.
I do.
As you can see, like the wire hasn't changed one bit. Focus on that. Watch out with my hand on here.
Looking for something in particular?
Pretty little trinket.
Want to give someone a present?
When I was last in Novigrad, I had my share of troubles.
So I heard.
A few people helped me then. Others, not so much. Now I mean to repay them both. Coming with?
Lead the way.
We need to go to Temple Isle.
Don't remember you being religious?
Nor am I now. Let's go. Almost there.
Where are we going exactly?
To see Horson Jr.
Bit late for that. He's dead.
I asked Sultan, and he said Horson's alive and well on Temple Isle.
I was there. Stuck a sword in his gut.
Your hand must have slipped, because it seems he's recovered.
Why are you doing this again?
I want to look him in the eyes.
What then?
I don't know. Depends what I see.
Don't touch.
What?
Here to see Mr. Wiley.
Mr. Wiley's expecting important guests, so bugger off, you... Turds!
Make a deal, maybe?
Yeah. A deal.
Go on upstairs. Boss is waiting.
That was strange.
To say the least.
I wonder what they're doing.
We'll know soon enough.
Monday, Tuesday na po. Wednesday, Thursday off na.
Well. Who do we have here? Finally found your little ward. Took your sweet fucking time.
Seems in fine health to me.
Ah, because you thought you killed me that time. Surprise the fucking prize. Shut your trap, witch! Before somebody fills that hole for you.
Enough! I'll finish what you started.
Whoa, stop, it's me, Dudu Bieberfell. You really didn't recognize me?
Dudu?
Wait, Siri. After the heist, after Dijkstra's vault was emptied, you vanished. How'd I find you? Quick.
Butcher's Yard, the Mama's Plate, Priscilla's. You dragged me onto the stage.
Sheathe your sword, Siri. It's Dudu.
Gods! You give me quite the scare.
Wouldn't have had to if you hadn't impersonated Horson.
What the blazes were you thinking?
Once we'd fled, I'd no idea what to do. I could only hide for so long. They'd find me sooner or later. It wasn't our decision. We knew he was dead, but not many others had caught on. That was my chance.
No one mourned for Horson Jr. In all his miserable life, he'd never helped a soul. Amusingly, once dead, he became a useful member of society. They say everyone deserves a second chance. Seems true enough. Horson got his, in a way, sharing it with a Doppler named Dudu.
Pwede na rin.
That was courageous, Dudu. I'd never expect it from you.
Neither would I. Oh, by the way, You've no idea at the relief I feel you're alive and well.
And I'm relieved I didn't slit your throat.
Chose an interesting line of business.
Dude who's always had a head for numbers. What's a few brothels and casinos? He'll manage.
That's the thing. I don't need to. 2 weeks after Wiley died, I announced I'd seen the light of the eternal fire. Sold all the illegal enterprises. I'm a blue water trader.
Horson's men didn't protest.
I've contacts in the guilds. Run a thriving trade. Profits are twice what they were before. To Wiley's men, a purse twice as heavy means twice as much respect for the men handing it to them.
Be careful. You could get found out.
Wiley's men are too stupid to catch on. His colleagues ain't much better. Mind you, even you were fooled.
And that might have ended very badly for you.
True. I get a bit carried away at times, but mostly I'm careful.
Time's up.
Right. We must still go by the Golden Sturgeon.
It was nice to see you both. And take care of yourselves.
You too.
So long, Dudu. Why are we going to the Sturgeon?
To see a girl who helped me once.
Who might that be?
A friend of Dandelion's. Her name's Bee. She's a waitress at the Golden Sturgeon. Helped me contact Dandelion. I wish to thank her. She risked a lot.
Risked a lot? How's that?
The Temple Guard were breathing down my neck. If she'd been seen with me, she might have been flogged or worse.
Always getting into trouble.
I take after you.
Defeat isn't a desertion.
Oh! I visited a city once that was very much like Novigrad, but the people there were much taller and had dark skin.
This somewhere in Zeracania?
No, in another world.
What's it like, hopping between worlds? Anything like passing through a portal? Or different?
A bit different. It was hard going at first. I wasn't very good at controlling it, so I had to concentrate intensely. And hope I didn't land in the crater of an active volcano. The training I did with Adelard was very helpful. Now, I merely think of the place I wish to travel to. Close my eyes, and it's done.
Gave you a chance. Should have taken it.
I spit on anything you give me.
You'll regret that, you cow.
Mind your manners. You're talking to a lady.
Stay out of this. This is not your concern.
What?
Draw your weapons. Let's get this over with.
Whoa. What?
You're out to hurt her. I won't let you. So we'll argue and swagger and have who knows how long a pissing contest. I don't have time for that. Draw your swords.
What do you say to this? Mistake, you rat. Thank you. They seem more determined this time.
Shouldn't cross them, I told you.
I'm to bar non-humans from this establishment because some thugs threaten me. Not likely.
It's so good to see you, Bee.
And you, Ciri. Who's your charming companion?
Geralt of Rivia.
That Geralt! Very nice to meet you. I've heard so much.
Really? What, for example?
For example, how you've saved her from woes so many times she's lost count. And how you always know how to make her laugh. That's Ciri, of course. Other ladies, however...
be. I'm standing right here.
Alright, alright. So, what brings you here, darlings?
I wanted to thank you for everything.
Oh, stop. Anyone would have done the same in my shoes.
Not many would have done it with such courage. Thank you. This is for you. A trinket to remember me by.
Oh my, it's beautiful. Thank you. So, will you stay for stew? And keep slaughtered a piglet this morning?
Thanks. But we must still visit Far Corners.
Ah, off to see Valdo, eh? Well, shan't stop you then. They'll feed you properly there too, no doubt. Farewell to you both. And do take care of our Witcher.
I will. So long. So, your friend, B.
What about her?
Nothing. Seems nice.
Geralt. Terrible.
What'd I say? What's there to see in Far Corners?
The camp of some traveling circus performers. Non-humans. When I came here before, I wanted to contact Triss. Life was hard. I quickly spent nearly everything the Baron gave me. Triss and I never met, because the Temple Guard showed up. I was a wanted woman afterwards.
Triss didn't try to contact you?
How could she? She didn't know anything. In fact, she thought she was to meet another alchemist wanting to flee Novigrad. I preferred not to put her in danger. I was being hunted. Had not a copper to my name. Then I met Valdo. He and his troop helped me. Then introduced me to B. And through B, I found Dandelion. You know the rest.
Where's this friend of yours?
There! Valdo!
Ciri, you devil incarnate, where have you been?
Come here, darling. Hello. What's this? Brought your granddad?
Hagar, you're incorrigible. Allow me to introduce Geralt of Rivia.
Ah, greetings. We've heard heaps about you.
Likewise, and thanks for helping Ciri.
Oh, we had no choice. Found it hard to refuse a lass like her. Well, good you're here. Come in the nick of time. No, would have been gone by tomorrow.
You're leaving?
They're to start resettling non-humans shortly. We'd rather stay ahead of events.
I understand.
Problem is, we just lost 2 horses, and another 2 are too weak to haul anything.
Ah, we'll manage somehow. We don't leave till tomorrow, so naught to worry about today.
Yes, for some. I'm off to see a merchant. There's a chance I can trade our nags for a healthy horse. Wouldn't want Valdo to have anything to worry about tomorrow.
What's eating him?
Oh, don't worry. That's just how Agar is. Be back to his jolly old self by evening. What brings you here?
I've come to apologize. I disappeared so suddenly, then...
Ah, pish-posh. What matters is you're back, and you're well.
This is for you. All that you loan me, plus a small premium.
Ciri, you know I can't take this.
And you know I shan't let you refuse.
I know. We'll make it the pot for a wager. Do you still race?
Of course.
Then I challenge you. Geralt, will you join us?
Gladly.
A man after my own spirit. Come.
Geralt, choose one of these.
Coming.
Patay.
Uy. Uy. Gago.
Faster! You're trailing!
Watch where you're going or you'll fall.
Seems you slowed.
Just want to admire you from the side.
Still swift as the wind, Valdo. Still swift as the wind, Valdo.
Haven't raced anyone that good in a while.
Ha ha! Your worthy opponents, you gave me wings. Well, this calls for a celebration. Stay the evening. We've several barrels of Kedwin's best. Bonfires to be lit soon, round which all will gather. This night shall be ours.
You know, perhaps it's not my concern. I'm glad you and Yennefer have ended up together.
Me too.
You took your time.
Guess we both needed a while to grapple with it.
So, what was it like? You know, when the wish lost its hold. What did you feel?
Well, there we were, the two of us, on the mountaintop. I looked at her and felt like I was exactly where I was supposed to be, at long last.
More wine?
Thanks.
I'm glad we stayed.
Me too. They like you here.
I like them too. Oh, I'd love to join them. Drink and race, travel from town to town. Not worry a whit about anything.
Tang ina.
Good plan. Think I'll go with you.
Then our future's settled. If, that is, there's more than ash left of us once this is over.
Defeating the hunt won't be easy, but with the Lodge's support, Avalax, we can do this.
I fear fighting the hunt will only be the beginning. For me, at least.
What do you mean?
You promised!
In jest? Sometimes I wish I could be like them.
Me too. Being a witch is a burden sometimes.
As is my inheritance. I'd so like to be ordinary.
Your life is yours exclusively. You choose who you are.
Geralt, you know that's never been true. All because of this damned elder blood. My gift. My curse. Granted me all of these powers, but it's also why I've spent my life fleeing, hiding.
Then it's time to end this. Once we defeat Eredin, you'll be free.
Really? Eredin's hardly alone. There are others. They have plans for me. It was the sorceresses of the Lodge once. Now it's my father. Even Yennefer.
You're forgetting Avalok.
Avalok's different. He is intent on my gift not falling into the wrong hands. Not spinning out of control. It's why he teaches me, protects me.
If you say so.
You doubt it?
There'll come a day when Avalok will ask you for a favor.
Perhaps. But if so, it will be a very, very long time from now. And I'm certain whatever it is, he'll give me a choice. I will have the option to refuse.
Hope you're right.
Galing.
That's Pablo. I plan to learn how to juggle one day.
Incredibly useful skill.
Finally found you two. Enjoying yourselves?
Bonfires, wine, jugglers. What more could you ask for?
I could name a few things I'd trade it for, but it's a life.
Things not go well with the merchant.
Lost cause. The man refused to trade.
Sabi ko, pag positive ako, maglalaro pa ako pag
He asked
negative
3
ako.
arms and a host of legs for one healthy animal. You need horses. But we'll have to find another way to get them.
Oh, I sense trouble.
I knew you'd warm to the notion. We mean to sneak into the man's stable. With 30 head, a few more or less won't make a difference in his life. Coming with?
Of course.
What can I do? Gotta help those in need.
Yes, yes, yes!
Must say, you didn't seem the type to me.
What type?
Steady. Time to go. We'll meet by the stables.
Dito. Ako? Globe. Guts combo lang ako. Guts combo DD90. Kalimutan ko basta. Oh, may data. May data yun. Meron text pero walang call. 90. Isang linggo. Guts combo DD9. Hindi.
Hagar, keep a lookout. Siri and I'll try to get inside.
All right.
Wait here. I'll go inside. Open the door for you. Hard to find good guards these days.
Quiet. You'll wake them.
Jennifer lang.
Bake me a pass.
Locked. Gotta find another way in.
Die, mutants!
Here's the key. Quick, get in here.
did it!
Excellent work. Did you see the two fools who tried to chase us?
Almost tripped over their own boots.
Thanks, Geralt. That was splendid.
Yeah, a nice change from killing monsters.
Thanks for your help, and for visiting.
It was so good to see you all again. Hang in there, and take care of yourselves.
Don't forget us. So long.
I must bid Valdo farewell.
All right. See you at Dandelions, then. Got some things to take care of in town.
See you, Geralt.
Who's the best now?
Ano yung tsura ng cake? Shrimp. Oh. Maliit lang na shrimp. Blue shrimp for aquascape.
Wow, mag-aquascape ka rin. Gusto ko nga niyan dito, pero magastos yan dito. Lamig kasi dito. Di pwede mo buhay ng isda na walang heater. My goodness. Mahal pa naman ang gas dito.
May nabuhay na snail. Gago, may nabuhay na snail sa aquarium. Ang daming snail, gago.
Baka sa kuan mo yan, Jid. Sa soil.
Zoltan. They're holding Margarita at Dayrod. Got a plan to break her out, but we need your help.
What should I do?
Load a wagon with as much Mahakaman as you can find and drive it to Oxenford. Yennefer will give the signal. You'll drive through the gates and treat the guards.
Oh, these are terrible times. Since the mages left town, the hunters have taken to harassing non-humans. A dwarf flimmering around the prison gates only stands to attract attention.
Right. Didn't think of that. I'll go straight to Yen in that case. She went to find a way into the ruins beneath the city. Nice talking to you.
What's he doing here?
Does he tend to lose them? Eternal fire.
Find a way in?
Several. Nearest is through a well not far from here. Did you arrange any help?
We'll manage on our own.
Shall we begin?
Let's do this. Sure the guards don't know about the passage through the ruins. Haven't planted sentries.
Baka gusto mong Baka gusto mong pumunta ng London, Kik. Magko-concert ang BTS.
Even if anyone remembers the ruins are there, they have no recollection of how far
Kala
and
ko
where they
K-pop ka.
extend. And I'm absolutely certain no one's thought to place sentries there.
You're right. Si Shimin Ah.
Oh, yung may cancer.
Yung crush ko.
Oh.
Yan yung crush ko si Shimin Ah.
Here we are.
This is it? Boulder was plugging the well until recently.
Due to an edict Hemmelfart issued some years ago. But I managed to find two brawny and obliging passers-by who agreed to remove the impediment. For a modest fee, naturally.
Uy, nice Jed.
Here.
Kadaog ang kuan.
Use it once
Itong
you
babae
find it.
bitaw nga Pilipina nga naa sa Rafael Nadal Academy. Si Alex Iala. Daog siya sa junior match. First round. Nice one.
Wala ko kabalo sa ambot unsa kuan ng tennis o kay nay katong isa
Mucking through ruins and
nakasulod man lagi to sa
I'd rather leave it to the experts.
Australian Open nung ligra nga babae.
Si Coco
16 years old.
Si Kuan, si Coco Groff.
Oh, joy.
O kato ba, Amerikana ba? Nakasulod man siya sa kuan nga. Nya katang isa si Alex nasa juniors ni Dula o nya katong isa 16 nakasulod sa Australian Open. Hindi ko kusabot ana ilang kuan niya ay.
Mo gani.
Kusabot ana. Okay, ano nakasulod siya sa Open nga. Underage pa man siya. Si Alex man lagi ganung nakasulod sa Open sa lahi man siya nakakuan. Juniors man siya na nakadula. No? Libog jets no?
Libog.
Libog.
Gani.
Libog gani ko. Nakatugay nakakalito ba? Nakakalito. Okay. Para sa nang uban sila katong sa una mga kanang next gen naka-appeal man nag open nga katong bata pa man na sila tong nangagi. Di ba?
Bitaw.
Underage ba? Depende gid siguro na sa points sa ba.
Base. Pero si Martina Hingis mo sa una Jed. Nag-start mo si Martina Hingis sa 15 years old siya.
Mo gali mo na pangutana diya nganong wala siya sa
broken.
Nganong na may juniors
Place it with something else
wala
maybe.
Sila sa juniors nga ubos man ilang edad mga pang junior man nakasulod man sila kuan.
Lagi. Masters, nakasulod sila masters. Yahay kay itong Volcade nga naigot ni Nadal. Yan, iyang gihata. Oo, iya pong gikuanan. Iyang gihatagag scholarship sa iyang academy. Pagkayahay, paigo na lang kong bula.
Yahay kay ito, bata.
Oo, bata. Siraan mo ba ang bata? Tuog na ka?
Ano po, isa ka episode sa Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Epak ka. Wala pa mang gihapon diri oy. Season 5, season 6 wala pa. Paulit kayo.
Wala ko, hindi mo updated ay ka na?
Oo.
This will come in handy.
Wala pa season 3 pa kay ko.
Idol kaya na ako na si Melissa Pomero.
Oh, go pa kayo no? Nagkawayab sila ni Jake Jets.
Oh, kasal gani sila sa season 5. Season 6 lagi ang gilatan.
Kasal sila season 5. Padayon din.
Papahan yung Melissa Pomero.
Diba?
Katawanan gil captain kay Bayot bera.
Oh, katawanan na ng captain kay di mo pakita emotions ba
katong gani. Bayot.
Hindi na ako ganahan niya ang karakter Jets kay karang si Gina. Di ko ganahan.
Oh, makaulit bitaw na si Gina.
Ganahan ni Gina. Anya ganahan na ako karakter daw kasi si Boyle.
Oo, tawanan.
Oo, ganahan niya.
Sidekick ni Jake.
Maayo kay mga pagkaon ba?
Oo, yung Terry Crews, magkatawa na Terry Crews mo nila. Ilang sergeant.
Nanood ka niyan kay Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Di mo ba tapos?
Ano ba yan?
Di mo ba? Pangila.
Grabe.
Hey boys, tulog na ako boys. Makakapa ako bukas.
Sige bro. Sunod na lang to play. Manon lang sana ako. Sige King. Kita kits.
Wall looks brittle. Breaks in here.
What now?
Intruders!
Let's do this quick. Quicker.
Come on, over here! I will kill you!
What is this?
Margarita.
Who's that? Geralt. God, I'm hallucinating.
Getting you out of here.
It's pointless. We'll never open it without the key. The warden keeps them with him at all times. His room is upstairs.
Be right back.
Archers on the roof! All others to their station!
You'll never learn.
Who are you? Well, you get in here. Intruder! Let's do this quick. Quick! I want him alive! Alive!
What are you doing?
Yen insisted on coming.
Rita, what have they done? When I get my hands on those whore sons, I'll gladly help. If I live to see it, I must take her from here. Immediately. I can't pass through the portal with you both. You'll need to get out on your own.
Don't like portals anyway. Go.
At all, they say. Who then? One man. Forces went past the guards and fled. Fuck dare go to shit here.
Stay out of my way.
Ah.
You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of steam.
Sure you weren't followed?
Yeah.
Let's begin. Observe the water's surface carefully. We can't let anything go unnoticed.
Graham, et thuir, Robert Mekele, Alfelte. Graham, et thuir, de Agnes Kerle, es Pirshena a et Clace.
Looks familiar. A bathhouse. I know the place. Dijkstra. He has her at his bathhouse. Might have guessed as much. Was that the past or the future?
The recent past. We have to hurry.
Let's go to the bathhouse. Might not be too late.
Come on. I hope we get there in time. I hope Dijkstra hasn't already hurt her.
The possibilities are many. Could be Dijkstra that got hurt.
Not likely. Dijkstra never forgave her for sending assassins after him. And Philip is weakened, no doubt about it.
Weakened, maybe, but still a powerful sorceress. If Dijkstra's men take the Dimeridium off, Philip will kill them before they can say, oh shit.
Watch out!
Guess they underestimated Philippa.
Surrender! This place is a maze, witch! You'll never get out! Goddamn fools! After her!
We'll handle this.
Oh no, no, no! The sorceress stays here!
We're going together.
Not a chance.
It's fine, Geralt. I'll stay, in case she tries to flee this way.
Fine. Be right back. Damn, she cast a spell on them.
He's gotta die. Oh, chap. That's it, you're in for it. Give me back.
I am your master now. You're to protect me, understood?
We shall no past go. Bertie, birdie, no say.
Damn it, cast a spell on him too. She's hurt. Did you see that? I want to help her.
Birdie, no past go say, but no let past go.
Ever had a stomach ache?
Ache? Aye. But once old drowner eat.
Her stomach aches like she just ate 100 old drowners.
But no want. Drowner make ache very bad.
Let me pass. I can help her.
But let past go? With your help?
I want to help you.
Let me die. Don't hold your breath.
I'm not out to hurt you.
Bollocks! You will not take me.
I want to help you.
Ha! Forgive me, but I just don't believe you.
What's happened?
Your enemy.
So quiet.
Gotta avoid hurting her. Stop squirming. If I wanted to kill you, you'd be long dead by now.
Oh, what do you want? To torment me? To watch others do so?
I need your help.
Betray me, and I will.
Relax. Not planning on it. Triss is outside. She'll explain everything.
Deepest apologies, but the lady will come with me.
Dijkstra, I don't have time for this. Get out of my way.
I've no quarrel with you, Geralt, but Phil and I have lots to talk about. Remember the assassins you sent after me, darling Phil? A grave error. Such matters ought to be handled personally, as I will now demonstrate.
I like you, Dijkstra. Don't make me hurt you.
Save your threats for the rats that run about the port. They don't make the slightest impression on me. Philippa will come with me, and answer for all the courtesies she's paid me.
Always knew the value of information, Dijkstra.
Which is why I don't believe you have anything I don't already know.
The Emperor of Nilfgaard wasn't able to sway the Trade Corporation.
Opposition nibbling at his arse, eh? Seems the White Flame won't dance on the graves of his foes much longer.
His daughter has returned. The Emperor wants to abdicate, give her the throne.
Cirilla? Impossible. This could shift the tide of war. Provided, of course, you're not mistaken.
Emperor himself told me. So, information's firsthand.
Emir's a lying whore.
When it comes to his daughter's future, doubt it.
You've no idea of the importance of this information. A change on the Imperial throne could bring the war to an end. Radovid's sure to be delighted. If Emir sounds the retreat, there'll be no force left that could possibly stop that madman, especially in light of our bloody aborted plan.
You didn't actually believe you could do it. Radovid's crazy, but he's no idiot. Knows all too well there are dozens out there who'd...
Silence.
Do I understand you correctly? You want to kill Radovid?
Well, Siggy, I am impressed. Doubted you still had it in you, frankly. Sadly, as you well know, Radovid has sought refuge on his boat. He's guarded so closely, I'd not be at all surprised to learn he shares his bed each night with 2 sentries.
You know too much, Phil. Yet one more reason why you must die.
Think you might want to hear her out. Dare say Philippa despises Radovid at least as much as you do.
I'm content someone apart from myself has finally gotten the idea to rid the world of the degenerate.
Save your praise for others. I couldn't give a shit.
Currently, only 2 individuals stand to draw Radovid off his boat. Emir and myself.
You'd agree to be the bait?
I fear you'd be hard-pressed to convince Emir to dangle himself as such.
Fat fucking chance. Geralt, I wouldn't trust this cunt to hard-boil my eggs.
Rightly so, I'm terrible with eggs. But think on this. Radovid hears that you've captured me. Will he not throw caution to the wind? Will he not jump at the chance to kill me, personally, with his bare hands?
Out of the question. Geralt, get her out of here before I burst her testicle. And then we must meet with our friends. I've leased a warehouse portside. Be sure to come.
Sorry to take so long, but I had to deal with the guards.
Hello, Triss.
Philip, are you all right?
I've been better.
I'll get you out of here.
Gonna be all right?
Yeah. Thanks for your help.
Oh, never let your kind in. The thinking customer will see right around the best deal.
Yes, Geralt?
Look what I picked up.
Artifact compression. Someone got themselves enchanted in this figurine.
Intend to decompress?
Of course. Whoever cast the spell on the poor soul must have forgotten about him.
I think it's a soldier.
We'll know soon enough. Come with me. I know a place where the walls don't have ears. Everything's ready. Let's get to work.
Let's try it. Think it's a nobleman.
Be on your guard. It could be something far more dangerous.
In Allen, Dwana, ar Ice.
No! Carl, no! I can explain everything!
Coral?
I never looked at the lass. You are my one and only. Oh, you're not Coral. Some succubus. A delusion. Where am I?
What is your name?
We're in Novigrad. Novigrad.
In Novigrad. Last I recall, I was in Oxenfurt, and Coral was furious. How can she demand fidelity when she herself is wanton as
youthful goats.
Exactly. Damn it! I feel as if I've been trampled by a herd of cattle. I've no notion what she did to me, but it seems you've delivered me from my misfortune. Here, take this. Have a good time. Paint the town Coral.
Whose taste has grown worse since you were sleeping with her. Come on, the kind-hearted gentleman will get along fine on his own.
I've got another figurine. Let's try to decompress this one. Anything I can do to help?
Yes, be quiet and try not to disturb me.
In Allen, Dwana, ar Ice.
Verder and the Kerzer! Who are you? What am I doing here? Es a pond.
Who are you? What's the last thing you remember?
I remember a hill. A battle. I had orders for a unit. I remember a sorceress. Her hair like flames. She cast a spell. The right flank was to attack. Hit the shield bearers.
The right flank didn't attack, and the sorceress was Lida Nade, known also as Coral. I was there too. This happened long ago.
You're exhausted. Always happens with compression. Get some rest.
Yes, I should.
Once you've recovered a bit, you should find Ambassador Varatra. He's sure to help. Good luck.
That was interesting.
And exhausting. Oh, to fall onto a feather bed and sleep till I woke.
I've been cranky since morning.
Whoa!
Walking about all door-faced, scaring decent folk.
Eternal fire. Father of
Oh!
all.
Bloody day.
It's dark, so I'm afraid to see the surgeon.
Ah!
Got this cracking in my spine.
Hey!
Oh. In a hurry.
Ah!
Got a sharp pain in the spine. Yo, man, you just don't look well.
Let's go kill some monsters.
Something slimy about you.
What's left to think about? Shackle the horse then. He was outside of me.
Liar! Would pan this on me, Dan Finn.
They told me.
Who's there?
Witcher Geralt.
Get in here. Boss awaits upstairs. Will you bloody tell us what this is about?
Just as soon as Geralt arrives.
Oh!
Should
You won't plow and talk. Least you can do is pour around. Bloody
Witcher, at last. Now we're all present.
Run up the fucking creek. Why have you summoned us? Radovid's on his ship. We'll not get to him there, I told you.
Stop it! I've an idea how to draw him onto dry land. But all in due course. Let's start by confessing our sins. I let Philippa Eilhart in on our plan. Mea culpa.
Bravo. Bloody bravo.
Now, it's not a disaster. The Lady Sorceress is highly unlikely to warn the brat. What's more, she's willing to help us kill him. Naturally, it's nothing I'll ever agree to. But Phil, she's inspired me. Call her my muse.
Inspired you to do what?
Patience. We've yet to get to the substance of the matter. Geralt, do I recall correctly that Radovid's hired you to find Philippa?
Only thing I've found is her hideout. What's your point?
We can use Philippa without involving her, provided you help. Radovid expects you to report to him, bring him information about her. All you need to do is mention her name, intimate that you've a lead, you're on her trail.
Oh, he'll swallow that. Hook, line, sinker, and a good bit of the rod as well.
Let's say Radovid bites, believes me, and none of that's a given. What then?
You'll tell him you've found Philippa's hideout. Somewhere where we can easily set a trap and ambush. Suggestions?
Bridge to Temple Isle. Built up both sides. Lots of nooks, gates. Easy to block off from the rest of the city.
Good idea. I'll divide my men, post half on one end, other half on the other, by the gate. And in the middle, Vess, with a well-oiled crossbow.
You see, Geralt, all we ask is that you invite Radovid out for a stroll, bring him to the bridge. We'll take care of the rest. So what'll it be?
I'm in. But once it's done, what then? There'll be an uproar in the city. Panic, maybe. Need a place where we can wait it out.
Thought of that already. Remember Madame Irina's theatre? Abandoned now, not a soul looks in there. Tala and I will await you there.
Await us? Unwilling to risk your own necks?
Not the point. Dijkstra and I have many cocksucking virtues, but fighting ability's just not one of them. Not as fit for that as we are for a bleeding beauty pageant.
Don't worry, Geralt. My people are battle-hardened. They'll manage. You just bring them the kid.
Do what I can. Where's his ship moored these days?
Just round the corner in Novigrad's port. And for your sake, I hope he's in a good mood when you look in on him.
The bridge.
My lads will make sure of that.
Guards round the temple, what about them? Won't they bloody congregate when they see the fighting?
If they're paid a tidy sum, they won't.
Philippa? What the hell are you doing here?
Geralt, don't ask questions you know the answers to. It makes you look stupid. Eavesdropping on your conversation, naturally, with a good deal of interest and a measure of wonder.
Mind telling me what you found puzzling?
Your naivety. Do you honestly believe Radovid will fall for such a crude ruse?
Might be tough to trick, but I think I'll manage.
I hope you take a more serious approach to confronting the Wild Hunt. Provided, of course, you survive long enough to undertake it.
Philippa, why even tell me this? Concerned about me that much?
Not at all. It's because I think it vital that Radovid die. You don't want my help, more's the pity. But I shall do what I can to make certain you don't fuck it up. Here, take this.
A ring. Redanian eagle etched in the ruby.
It belonged to Vizimir, Radovid's father. Hand him that, and he may believe you captured me. He might even choose to trust you.
Helpful. Thanks.
Don't mention it. Believe me, I'm prepared to do much more to be rid of Radovid. Good luck, Geralt. You'll need it.